legends of yesterday and the stars of tomorrow and put them all together. So here's our honorary, we'll call him the honorary captain of the race tonight. Let's hear it for Marv Marzofka right here. So Marv, what did you think about that lap? You know, Daryl Bazina, the track owner, taking you around. Did he have a good lap there?
I don't know, I had to hang on pretty good.
All right, why don't you give us a little bit about the history of what you did here at Golden Sands? I know you raced 3-4 nights a week, and let the fans know the history of what you were here at Golden Sands.
Well, I guess I started racing here from the time it was built until I ended my career in '82. During that time, I was a track champion, and I had a lot of fun here.
All right, we got some new pavement, kind of facelift the facility. I know it's not exactly the same, but I hope you're glad to be back out, and we're glad to have you. So let's give it up for Marv Marzofka again, the first legend of yesterday.
We are green. Flag, fuel leaking out of the 62 car. Greg Bach is leaking. Black flag for the 62. Greg Bach leaking. Mark Mackesy leads. Neil Knobloch, Greg Ives, Brandon Selly. Greg Bach up off of the Speedway, leaking fuel, unfortunately, out of this race and out of contention for the first Wisconsin Challenge Series crowd. Judd Brandel on the outside for fourth place. You can pass on the outside here. Judd Brandel showing you how. 4 laps in and 26 to go is plenty of time to get to the front. And Judd Brandel looks like he's got his mind set on one thing, first place. Greg Ives in danger of falling out of the transfer spot. Brandel, Ives. Brandel working on him. Ives in the 3 spot. Mackesy with Knobloch 1 and 2. Judd Brandel snaps out of turn number 2 with a lot of BCR horsepower, running out of the 4th straightaway. And Judd Brandel has got 3rd place and is looking at 2nd place. Neil Knobloch as Knobloch just slides up the racetrack and eyes up Mark Mackesy because he knows Brandel is coming in the ARPA number 27 car. 7 laps in, Mark Mackesy, Neil Knobloch, and Judd Brandel on the inside. Knobloch looked on the outside to pass, and that gave Brandel an opportunity as Judd Brandel, solid in the top 3, looking at 2nd, has got the spot. Jeff Weinfurter following that crew up around the racetrack. Greg Ives following to 5th place. Greg Ives back to 5th. Jeff Weinfurter moving into 4th as Benjamin Brinkman is moving up through the pack. Brandel in 2nd, following Mark Mackesy. Greg Bach back onto the racetrack a few laps down. Mackesy, Knobloch on the outside. Judd Brandel, a tight race for 3. 19 laps to go. The length of a feature race in a lot of places, and these guys are hurrying to get to the front. Benjamin Brinkman's in this one. Leading in the 75 car of Wyckoff Racing. 19 to go. We are green. Knobloch, Weinfurter, Brinkman, and Ives, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Brinkman gets around Ives earlier. Now he's looking at Weinfurter. Perhaps a pass as Knobloch leads Weinfurter and Brinkman. 18 laps to go. It's going to have to be a lot of luck for Mackesy and Brandel to get back up front. Got Brandel pretty much just saving the race car, I think, for next time. Knobloch, Weinfurter, and Brinkman, 1, 2, and 3. Mackesy and Brandel just don't have enough laps to get back up through the pack. Outside a block in the 5 car. Neil Knobloch, Jeff Weinfurter, and Benjamin Brinkman. Halfway, 15 in and 15 to go. giving Neil Knoblach to use up a little bit more of the bottom of the racetrack, hopefully, one lane or the other. Weinfurter peaks on the outside. Knoblach, Weinfurter, and Brinkman. 12 laps to go. Green and white flag in hand to pick a lane for Neil Knoblach. There's one. Racing for fourth, Selly and Ives. 9 to go. Knoblach, Weinfurter. Seven laps to go. Battle up front. Knoblach, Weinfurter. Knoblach now a little bit ahead of Weinfurter. Jeff Weinfurter perhaps maybe thinking about a run in the last couple of laps. Paul Block, a lapped car. Down to the bottom of the racetrack, Paul Block heating the flag man and keeping eyes on it. Knoblach, Weinfurter, Brinkman, 1, 2, and 3. Laps to go. Looks pretty safe for Knoblach, Weinfurter, and Brinkman. Neil Knoblach a spin. Brandon Selly in the 98 car goes around. We've got 3 laps left to go. We're green. Brinkman very anxious and slipping up the racetrack as Judd Brendel takes a look. Last green flag lap. 2 to go. Knoblach, Weinfurter, Brinkman. Judd Brendel, everything he can do with the 27 car, has a lap and a half to get the third place 94 Brinkman. 1 to go. Judd Brendel all over Benjamin Brinkman for third. Is Brinkman know he's there? Oh yeah. Knoblach, Weinfurter, Brinkman. Brendel trying to get third. Jumps to the inside. Cranks up the BCR engine and doesn't get there. Of Jack Pankrat, 72 Menominee, Dave Phillips, and 21, 30 laps to go. We are green. Fisher leading Troy Nelson, the outside lane moving pretty well. Joe Fisher leading, Troy Nelson and Brian Bach. Scott Beyer moving up on the outside into the top 5. Mike Strupp dropping back to 6. Frank Nitschke, Alan Check working back in the pack, want to be one of the top 3. 2 fastest cars in the field are Check and Beyer in this race. Beyer's up to 4th, looking to pick up 1 more spot. Podolski 3 wide of the back straightaway. Alan Check on the bottom and Frank Nitschke on the top. That's a hot dog maneuver. Sideways in the turn, Troy Nelson into Brian Bach. We will be qualified for the Wisconsin Challenge Series race. We green. Fisher, Beyer, and Strupp 1, 2, and 3, and Alan Check is going to be in this hunt soon. 25 to go. Fisher, Beyer, and Strupp look as happy as the last three guys did in the previous race, but Alan Check says, hello! 24 to go, Alan Check on the outside, looking for third. And Mike Strupp better do something about it. Alan Check. We are green. Fisher, Beyer, and Strupp. Trying to hang on to the course. Alan Check nosing up in there. Okay, add a cut right front tire on the 21 car. Out of McHenry, Illinois, we are green. Here comes Alan Check. Mike Strupp moving to fourth as Alan Check looks at third by just a foot across the start-finish line. 20 laps to go is some time to get back into it. Frank Nitschke is with that group. Fisher on the inside, and Scott Beyer is thinking, got to get up, got to go on the outside. Looking for the lead is Scott Beyer. Fisher on the bottom. Beyer, Group 2, and Mike Strupp losing the handle in 1 and 2 and up the racetrack, and Mike Strupp is out of this one in the back of the pack. Mike Strupp will not be in the feature later on today. Scott Beyer, second. Fisher leads. Here comes Alan Check putting insurance on the field as he comes inside of Scott Beyer. Beyer can't work outside of the 2 car, and Fisher with the lead is Beyer in second and Check in third. Fisher, Beyer, Check, 1, 2, and 3 tight together on at turn number 4. Beyer hanging on to the 2 spot, and Alan Check working on third with Frank Nitschke in fourth. Chad Devine not out of this in 5th place either, the top 5. Working on halfway, 2 laps away, 16 to go. Fisher, Check, and Beyer. Actually, Fisher, Beyer, and Check that time. And Frank Nitschke waiting for his chance. Fisher loose out of the turn. Scott Beyer. And Check. Very close on the turn number 4 again. Fisher, Beyer, Check, and Frank Nitschke just waiting for his chance. That's the halfway point, and in 15 laps, we've got a tight race for the lead. Fisher, Beyer on the outside, Check on the inside. 1, 2, and 3. Nelson working from the back. He was involved in a caution early. Strupp with another problem in the 12 car. Up the racetrack and back into it. Strupp thinking maybe I will get a chance of that as these guys get things going on up front. Joe Fisher. It's all Joe Fisher so far tonight, hoping to hold on to first place with Scott Beyer right off of that right quarter panel, and Alan Check sitting in third. Contact rule in effect. If anything happens between 2 race cars, both go to the back. Scott Beyer currently sitting in second, trying to race up to the front, and now in danger of losing his spot as Frank Nitschke rolls up alongside. Beyer loose in the turns, tried to get a run on Fisher, and it cost him. Frank Nitschke rolling up to the 3rd place spot, and Scott Beyer has to fight to get the transfer spot back. 9 to go. Okay. The Lifeline Lotto qualifier is Scott Beyer. If he makes 4th place, if he doesn't make the show, he gets into the feature. Scott Beyer is our Lifeline Lotto qualifier. He can still make the show if he doesn't make top 3, so he's got every reason in the world to take it kind of easy right now. But he doesn't know it. Scott Beyer doesn't know it, but he's the Lifeline Lotto guy. The only folks that know it are the fans that can hear me, and Scott Beyer is safe in the feature even if he doesn't make the top 3. But he can do nothing with Frank Nitschke sitting in third. Alan Check has dispatched Joe Fisher and is running away with 5 laps to go. and check. Joe Fisher. Fire on the outside, Nitschke on the inside for third, 4 to go. Scott Fire trying to make it third place, and he doesn't know that he's a lifeline qualifier. 3 wide of the back, straightaway and around goes Chad Devine. Troy. Three to go. We're green. Nitschke try and Bayer on the outside like Bayer rolled around Nitschke. Frank, Nitschke to the outside. Last green flag lap is right now. White flag next time by for Alan Check. In control of this race, Joe Fisher, Scott Bayer, Frank Nitschke working for a transfer spot. Nitschke hard on the gas out of turn number 2. Wants to race into third. And Mike Strupp is back in this one. Strupp up behind Bayer. Big race for third. Scott Bayer in third. Nitschke wants the spot. Strupp on the bottom of the racetrack. Check wins it. Jason Weinkopf. Number 99 races weekly, the Dells Motor Speedway. A new sponsorship for this driver, the Culver's Restaurants. Number 99, Ford Taurus, the Cottage Grove driver, Frank Cryer. Coming off of a recent victory, Friday night's feature winner from Merrill, Wisconsin. In the number 32 car, Doug Drost. Doug brought to us by Dale's Weston Lanes, just north of here. Qualifying fast time a couple of weeks ago here at Golden Sand Speedway. Was involved in an accident last night at the Dells. They worked all night long to put this number 8 car into the field. And the Miller Lite, number 8 from Nakusa, Wisconsin, Kirby Kurth. Inside of row number 3, the number 77 car based out of Wautoma, Wisconsin. The Golden Sand Speedway regular Friday competitor in the B&B Engines, 2001 Monte Carlo, Todd Stapleman. Second place last night at the Dells Motor Speedway, the Scumbag.com, number 02 out of Wausau, Wisconsin, Jesse Hayes. Well, a week ago, Friday saw a feature win for this driver who drives 4 hours one way to come racing every Friday night at Golden Sand Speedway. The other number 99 out of Becker, Minnesota, in his 2001 Monte Carlo Airbrush Art, number 99, Brian Roach. Race fans in Wisconsin and central Wisconsin and in the Midwest have seen this guy up in the front before out of West Bend, Wisconsin. The Roberts Roofing 2001 Intrepid of West Bend's Tony Strupp. Another guy involved in caution accidents last night at the Dells Motor Speedway. They've got the number 77 car put back together. It's a 2000 Taurus with Tire Technologies on the side of it. Junction City's Joe Krakowski. Another local driver outside of this row, the number 26 car, currently looking for sponsorship from Vesper, Wisconsin, in the Bach Car Chassis 2001 Taurus, Gary Bach. From the Dells Motor Speedway, has picked up a feature win already this year down there in a 2000 Monte Carlo, sponsored by the Gale Company and Reiser Implement from Waukon, Iowa, Ken Reiser. First in time, just edging Reiser down the list from Neenah, Wisconsin. The 07 car, sponsored by Victory Motorsports, a 2000 Thunderbird put on the racetrack by Burton Brown. Next in the lineup in the 71 car, the year 1999 and 2000 track champion at Golden Sand Speedway, winner of the race at Marshfield Super Speedway last night. So one feature went under his belt already this weekend. The 2001 Grand Prix of Wisconsin Rapids driver Mark Eswine. Citgo the store, Northwoods windows on the side of that one. Outside of Mark in the 40 car, our current track record holder, very fast, in the past, the Fly Navy number 40 of Jeremy Lepak. In the number 88 car, driving up a little ways to get himself into the feature by qualifying from McHenry, Illinois, the Lake Geneva Raceway driver, Jim Adams Auto Body, 2001 Taurus of Rick Corso. From Ringo, Wisconsin, in a 2001 Grand Prix sponsored by Napa of Schofield, the number 7 car, Leroy Pettis. Here's this other Weinkauf car back there, but it's not a Weinkauf brother in it today. Been telling you about it all day. The folks from Weinkauf Racing made a little deal and put a guy who's already won a big race here in the number 75 car from Wausau, Wisconsin, Neil Knobloch. Outside of Neil, a guy who celebrated his first feature victory in 11 years of racing here at Golden Sand Speedway just a few short weeks ago from Shantytown, Wisconsin. It is 2001 Taurus Krakowski Stone Company number 20, Alan Check. From the qualifiers, moving back to the 3 car on the inside from Wisconsin Rapids, Wisconsin, TJ's Auto and Collision Center, number 3 of Wisconsin Rapids, 1999 Grand Prix driver Jeff Weinferter. All the way from McHenry, Illinois, the Werfs Industries number 2 car, 1999 Taurus of Joe Fisher. And in the back row, out of Oshkosh, Wisconsin, regularly appearing at the Wisconsin International Raceway. Pretty nice looking race car, sponsored by Brinkman Racing Enterprises, Benjamin Brinkman. And finally, in the back, barely just getting in that third last qualifying spot from Plover, Wisconsin, in the number 3 car, a guy who's top 5 in time almost every week on Friday nights, the Marathon Travel number 3, 1999 Monte Carlo of Scott Beyer. We are green. It's a 91-lap race, and you just want to be there for the final 30. Jason Weinkauf, Doug Rose, Todd Stapleman, Brian Roach out front. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Frank Cryer. A little bit tight maybe in the turns for the 99 cars. He's backed up 4 spots already. Gary Bach inside. 5th, and here comes Kirby Kerr, the force to be reckoned with at Golden Sand Speedway. Weinkauf, Rose, and Stapleman. Experienced drivers on the 3rd mile. 1, 2, and 3. And Brian Roach in 4th. Picked up a feature 1 short week ago, as now we have a half lap from 1st to last for Jason Weinkauf, Roast, and Stapleman. This Weinkauf kid is going to be something if this car is there at the end of the race. Jason Weinkauf leading Doug Drost and Todd Stapleman, picking up that starting spot, 16th in time. 12th in time, actually. Burton Brown's in this hunt. Coming up behind Tony Strupp. Burton Brown and Tony Strupp having at it back there in the pack for 7th and 8th. Kirby Kurth working on the 26 car. Gary Bach. Kurth around the outside of Gary Bach for a pass. The second groove works, and Kirby Kurth got it in his pocket for 5th. Around goes Frank Cryer. Everybody on the binder, some contact. Frank Cryer was alone on a turn number 4 on the gas and going around. Fisher back out into the race, dropping down in behind Knoblauch, still a couple of laps down. Your leader, 76, Jason Weinkoff, Doug Drost, Todd Stapleman. Kirby Kurth sneaking a look and forth on the inside of Brian Roach. Weinkoff, Drost, Stapleman, Roach, and Kurth getting racy. Gary Bach a car length back in 6th. Todd Stapleman shutting the door on Brian Roach, trying to keep the car down in the turns, but having trouble as Kirby Kurth runs up alongside of Brian Roach for 4th place. Weinkoff, Drost, Stapleman, Roach, and Kurth. 3rd on back, stacked up behind the 2 leaders. Getting by Roach, 77 Stapleman trying to fend off Kirby Kurth and Brian Roach. Stapleman loose out of the turn as Kurth lines up. Stapleman 3rd, Kurth 4th, looking inside for 3rd. Drost right behind Weinkoff. Kirby Kurth into the turn to 3rd place. Here comes Kirby. Burton Brown marching up through the pack. A couple of cars as Kirby Kurth bolts out of turn number 2. It shows the horsepower he's got in the Miller Lite 8. Drost takes a look at the inside of Weinkoff as they pass Scott Beyer, the lap car. Weinkoff, Drost 1 and 2. Kirby Kurth 3rd and Brian Roach, the 4th place car, 5th. Now Gary Bach as he rolls inside and puts Todd Stapleman back to 6th place. Burton Brown in this one, bringing Tony Stroppen. Jeremy Lepak with him along with Jesse Hayes. 2-car length lead for Jason Weinkoff. 70 laps to go. Stapleman losing a couple more spots as Jeremy Lepak rolls on by. Your leader, the 76, Jason Weinkoff, Doug Drost, Kirby Kurth, and Brian Roach. 1, 2, 3, and 4 into 5th is Gary Bach and Burton Brown 6th. 40 car, Jeremy Lepak 7th. 12th will be Tony Strupp at the moment. And in a 13th, the 02 car. Well, Frank Cryer's back at the racetrack after doing some tire changing. Ken Reiser cruising around the racetrack. And they open up for a caution in the 2 car. Boys, he got a big push in the center of the turn. Knoblauch stuck in the back in the 75 car. Scott Beyer off the racetrack in the 3 car and out of harm's way. Doesn't want to be in it anymore. And Kirby Kurth has caught Doug Drost looking at 2nd place. Jason Weinkoff, Doug Drost, and Kirby Kurth. The 8 car is working as good as any car on the racetrack right now. Leroy Pettis, the 7 car, a lap down. For 4th place, Gary Bach inside of Brian Roach in the 99 car. Looking at 4th, not quite. He's got the lap car of Leroy Pettis in front of him. The leader, 76. 2nd place, here comes Kirby Kurth on the inside of Doug Drost. Kirby Kurth rolling into 2nd, and he's got the leader to go to get himself in the front of this pack for 64 more laps. And Kurth to the inside of Weinkoff. That 8 car is working. Weinkoff on the outside. Kirby Kurth leads. Kirby Kurth in the 8 car. In an accident last night, an all-nighter, and he's got it to the front with 62 laps to go. The car last, the driver's gonna. Kirby Kurth 2 car lengths ahead of Weinkoff as this field has been erased by the Miller Lite number 8. Black flag for the smoking 99 of Cryer. Alan Shack not running as fast as he has in the past. Doug Drost has got a sight set on Jason Weinkoff for 2nd place. Back in the race, hopefully with his problem fixed. We're green. Doug Gross for third place. Taking a look inside. Burton Brown is up to fifth. The 7 car. As guys coming to the front. Look for Burton Brown to be up front later on in 57 laps. Another black flag for Frank Fryer. Just too much smoke out of the 99 car. And Frank knows it. To the inside of Weinkoff. Doug Drost and Jason White. We are green. Kirby Kurth simply smoking Brian Roach off the line, and Burton Brown say, "Hi, Brian. I'm coming to race for second place." Oh, Mark Eswine buzzes him off the turn number 2. Reiser gets the 6th place spot. Ken Reiser in the top 6. Will be a factor later on if the car's anywhere near being there. Roach and Brown racing for second and let Kirby get 5 car lengths out front. Kirby Kurth, Brian Roach, Burton Brown, and Jesse Hayes. The top 4. Burton Brown inside of Brian Roach. Roach up the racetrack. Burton Brown's got a run on him off the turn number 2, and Roach gives it up to third. Burton Brown goes to second. He'll be chasing Kirby Kurth. Fast qualifier. Burton Brown's got the 07 working. Leroy Pettis, 1 lap down. Ken Reiser hoping for some help. Rick Corso's got to run on. Burton Brown has caught Kirby Kurth. 48 laps to go. And Ken Reiser, 6th place to 10th. Reiser out of the mix. Burton Brown looks inside of Kirby Kurth. Kurth shuts the door that time. Brown looks inside, skates through the corner. Kirby Kurth closes the door. Kurth and Brown 1 and 2. Brian Roach and Jesse Hayes are in this one at 46 laps left to go. Halfway, 45 laps left to go for Kirby Kurth, Burton Brown, and Brian Roach. Jesse Hayes. I think that kid's just biding his time. Rick Corso has moved up into the top 5, and here comes Mark Eswine. Burton Brown looks inside. Kirby doesn't give him the inside, and Burton Brown has to jump up top to get by that 8 car. Kirby Kurth, Burton Brown, Brian Roach, and Jesse Hayes have a good look at this one. Neil Knobloch working on the field now. The 75 car is coming up through the back. 42 laps left to go, and Kirby's got a good run going. Burton Brown challenged, and he knows he's going to have something. Rick Corso is going to be in this one too. We're green. And again, Burton Brown all over Kirby Kurth. Kurth and Brown. And Neil Knobloch has a problem. The 75 car has a problem, and Neil Knobloch, unfortunately, to the back of the pack. Still in racing on the lead lap. Kirby Kurth, Burton Brown. Brian Roach runs away from Jesse Hayes a couple of car lengths, and Rick Corso back there in 5th. Mark Eswine in 6th with 39 laps to go. That guy can get it there. Kurth, Brown, Roach. Kirby Kurth, Burton Brown, Brian Roach, Jesse Hayes, and Rick Corso mixing it up front. Joe Krakowski back in the pit. Stapleman and Gross going at it in the back as Gross gets a spot on Stapleman. Half a lap behind the leaders. 34 left to go. The normal Golden Sand Speedway feature race now. Mark Eswine had a problem on the last lap and up the racetrack, losing a couple of spots to Brinkman and Lepek in the back. The 71 car not looking good on the racetrack. Looks like something like a flat or something on the 71 car as he pulls it back down on the bottom. Kurth and Brown have been nose to tail for 40 laps. And Burton Brown is just waiting for his chance to get by Kirby Kurth. Jesse Hayes looking on the inside of Brian Roach for third place. Hayes has had enough of waiting around and he wants to go racing. Burton Brown up the racetrack a little bit, saving tires, maybe. Kurth, Brown, Roach, and Hayes. Nobody can catch him. Rick Corso just can't catch that lead four pack. For Kirby Kurth. Burton Brown by 4 or 5 car lengths. Kirby's hoping for green because that 8 car is a rocket ship. Inside of 20.
Roach with a problem on the racetrack. Oh, that's too bad. Burton Brown. Fast time to the infield. A tough break for Burton Brown. Something up in the race car. And he... Over green. Looking at second place, Jesse Hayes cannot catch Kirby Kurth. This is all Kirby Kurth today. Jesse Hayes, Brian Roach, Jeremy Lepak up in the top four, bumping and grinding. Alan Tech is fifth. Jesse Hayes. For green. Last green flag lap, Kirby Kurth. The white flag flies for the Miller Lake, number 8, Kirby Kurth. First words out of his face were, what a race. This guy came here with high hopes 2 weeks ago, set fast time, knew he had a rocket ship out of the box, and Kirby Kurth, congratulations. He's going to get a breath and a drink of cold water right now because it's work going around this third mile. Second place finish, 2 races in a row for the O2 car. Congratulations to Jesse Hayes in the O2 car. Second last night in the Dells, and second today to a very, very fast Kirby Kurth. Talk to me, Kirby. How was it?
It was good. Ed Holmes dialed the chassis in. Boy, we had a super car. You know, we just had to be consistent and stay out of trouble, and that's what we tried to do.
Were you kind of loafing a little bit there, and Burton took a look at you? It kind of looked like you were pulling a couple of laps, or was the 8 car still be the car to beat today?
Oh, I don't know. Burton was right there. I don't know what happened with him or whatever, but he's a good competitor and a good friend, so he'll get me next time, I'm sure. He's tough.
First WCS race and a nice trophy, and 3 more to go. One at the Dells where you race every week, man. This guy's got a leg up on the competition. Mom's down here to say congratulations. So another big hand for the Miller Lite number 88 driver, Kirby Kurth, everybody.